To the GRZYBOWSKA 2015 World Table Tennis Championships in Suzhou, China. It's the third round of the women's singles, as you can see on the screen. GRZYBOWSKA from Poland against Feng Tianwei from Singapore. We had a few technical problems in our first match this morning with the commentary. We apologise if there was no voice coming over. We then were asked to do a test, and we were assured that our test would not be heard, and we've now been told that it was. Richard and I were just having a fairly fun conversation on the assurance that only the guys in the technical van outside could hear. So apologies if you overheard that conversation. It was only meant to be a test. Delighted that I'm sat next to Richard once again. Richard Prowse, of course, the former German international player and coach to the highly successful German men's team that won a silver medal in Beijing in the men's team event, losing to China. Two players on the table in the process of warming up for this final. GRZYBOWSKA, Feng Tianwei. How do you see this one going, Richard?
Well, of course, Feng Tianwei in this way, she's really the girl to watch right now. Maybe the main threat to the Chinese like Ding Ning, Liu Shiwei or Li Xiaoxia. Also this year winning the Asia Cup shows she's very much in top shape. Her opponent, GRZYBOWSKA, also doing so far a very, very good tournament, actually reaching the quarterfinal in mixed double, and was the one to cause one big upset here by beating Patricia Zolja from Germany. So she's done a very, very good tournament, very solid play. Let's see if she's able to do something against Feng Tianwei, who is, of course, highly the favorite here.
And so we're just about to start this third round max. Feng Tianwei to serve. Feng Tianwei seeded 4 here. These World Championships, 28 years of age, and GRZYBOWSKA currently ranked at number 95. So she's had a great tournament so far. Can she go one step further? We're just about to find out. She's 25 years of age.
Service warning directly in the beginning.
A very free-flowing Feng Tianwei.
What I see from GRZYBOWSKA in this match against Zolja was that she has a very, very good control. Also her first topspin is quite spinny and low. So we'll see if she's able to play successful like this also against Feng Tianwei. Serving from the middle.
The reverse action service. Strong third ball attack behind the serve into the body of Feng Tianwei. Scores level at 2 points each. Feng Tianwei, of course, played a massive role in 2010 in the final of the women's team championships when she led Singapore to a memorable victory over China. The last time that China have lost a team title at Olympic or world level. I think what some people don't realise there, Richard, from a coaching perspective, the Chinese coach actually putting 2 youngsters into the Chinese team to give them experience.
Exactly.
Liu Shiwen and
Ding Ning, exactly. And actually he was, at that time, it was GRZYBOWSKA who was a bit criticized, but he survived that. And later on he came back still with the same team, with Liu Shiwen and Ding Ning, who are meanwhile very much the backbone of the Chinese women's team.
A lot of people think coaching is just about selecting the best players, but at the same time you have to consider the long-term development of the players as well. And that was a really brave decision. And now, of course, as you say, Ding Ning, Liu Shiwen seeded 1 and 2 here in Suzhou 5 years later.
Maybe it was a little bit early, but GRZYBOWSKA was brave in going for this decision, and he survived kind of this decision. Everybody from the coaches were thinking maybe after this loss he had to resign, but he came back, and he came back even stronger.
The top spin from Feng Tianwei off the end of the table, and the scores level, 4 points each. Best of 7 games as always. First player to win 4 games going through to the next round.
Good prepared there, starting in the middle, deep into the backhand of Feng Tianwei, and then usually she was ready there to play with the forehand. She should have turned back a little bit the right leg in order to open her side, in order to execute the forehand topspin into the deep forehand of Feng Tianwei. She was there, good one, good control. This is what I mentioned before. She has very, very good control, can take the power of Feng Tianwei. And Feng Tianwei has to work in this beginning of the first game a bit more than probably she was expecting.
Halfway stage, honours shared, 5 points each. Oh, that's good play.
Nice,
Down the middle, nice. And then suddenly out wide to the backhand from Feng Tianwei. There's
and to see there, just in last moment, skipping the wrist.
Just coming across the inside of the ball to give it that little bit of extra side spin wide to the backhand of GRZYBOWSKA.
Good service variation there. Change the service a bit. Not only relying on the reverse action service.
That service, well spotted by the umpire.
Again, this is a little bit the tactique of Feng Tianwei is using, like getting a little bit more through the middle, because there she should have taken back her right leg one more time to open the side a bit more. See, she's showing it also with the body language. 2 mistakes with the forehand. Might have been a 7-5 lead there also for GRZYBOWSKA.
And the GRZYBOWSKA backhand just clips the top of the net, flicks it off the end of the table. A 3-point lead for Feng Tianwei. 3 consecutive points for the Singaporean.
Again, 3rd mistake like that. That's really like one ball. She can control very well. She can accelerate very well with the backhand. But then from the middle, her position with the body is not that perfect. There she has to keep working on.
And so that makes it 5 consecutive points for Feng Tianwei. Good topspin, brushed up the back of the ball, went for spin rather than speed. Good placement. And now 5 game points for Singapore.
Ooh, that was fast, off the bounce, very, very early. She was ready into the forehand. 11-5 for Feng Tianwei in this first game. Very nice slow motion there. No chance for GRZYBOWSKA.
So Singapore lead by 1-0, and we'll be back after a short break. And so the players, having had advice from their respective coaches, make their way back to the table for the second game. And it's the lady in red who took the first game. It was 5-all, and then she ran out with 6 consecutive points to win 11-5. It's now GRZYBOWSKA to serve in the second game.
Also a service warning from this side. Feng Tianwei had also this service warning just from her first service.
Excellent placement from Feng Tianwei into the body.
Was not that fast, but very nicely played and really into the body. No chance for GRZYBOWSKA.
Again, she's clearly targeting the middle of the table. That area where GRZYBOWSKA's not sure whether to play backhands or forehands.
And we had that also in the first game from 5-5 till 11-5, 6 consecutive points for Feng Tianwei. And also there, 2-3 points were placed directly through the middle. That's clearly the tactique. And it works out pretty well so far.
It's a great rally, very rapid shots there from both players, and it just looks as though Feng Tianwei just has the edge in all departments at the moment.
But backhand, GRZYBOWSKA can really keep the speed, can keep the space. Just she's a little bit late with forehand and from her middle.
Feng Tianwei looking for a wide angle out wide to the GRZYBOWSKA forehand, but she just went for too acute an angle, the ball going off the end of the table. Singapore lead 3-1, Poland to serve.
This is like she's trying to move with the backhand nearly all over, nearly also coming to the middle there from backhand, and there another backhand, and then this last ball she should have gone with the forehand, decided to go for the backhand and missed the ball because she was a bit out of placement. One more time, if you just keep backhand with her and don't make GRZYBOWSKA move, then she can really get back a lot of speed. Feng Tianwei has to be aware of that.
Good forehand topspin behind the serve, good footwork, got round the backhand. Fast forehand topspin on the diagonal. 5-2. Feng Tianwei with her second serve coming up. And that's a great forehand topspin behind the serve. Took it early, again into that area down the middle of the table.
And she was expecting also this backhand flick there. So like she was turning the second time around directly after her service. That's something from GRZYBOWSKA we never have seen so far.
Again, clever play from Feng Tianwei. Threw the ball up just a fraction higher. It was very deep. It was almost on the white line, the baseline. Spin rather than speed. Clever variation. Good tactics from the Singapore player. 7-2.
That's not free for her forehand. When she's coming to the forehand and she's hesitating a bit and she cannot swing as, for example, we've just seen Feng Tianwei doing, especially after her service. Maybe we see that again.
9-2.
She's just exploiting the area. That means that GRZYBOWSKA has to come across to the middle of the table, play backhands. She's reluctant to take the forehand on.
Down the line this time with backhand. Now really looks like Feng Tianwei has total control of the game. Was using her forehand 2 times directly after the service. Now this time with the backhand, but not cross court, but down the line. 8 game points for Feng Tianwei.
3-10.
Good backhands down the line from GRZYBOWSKA. Still 7 game points remain for Singapore.
10.
Feng Tianwei there just caught the top edge of her racket. Didn't quite get the contact she would have liked. 2 game points saved, but 6 remain, and Feng Tianwei now has the advantage of her serve to come.
Net. 4.
And there it is, the heavy topspin into the backhand of GRZYBOWSKA. And Feng Tianwei takes the second game 11-4, having won the first game 11-5. There's the block off the end of the table from the Polish player, GRZYBOWSKA. And the players now go back to their respective corners for advice. And we'll be back very shortly.
Time, players, please.
Krem do forehandu, bo mnie tego idziemy, utrzymujemy. Dalej.
Third game. Feng to serve. Love all.
Feng Tianwei, Singapore to serve at the start of the third game.
1. Love.
Very nice forehand attack directly after her service. We've seen that several times also in the second game. Seemed to me very relaxed when she's starting to swing with a forehand. And in comparison, GRZYBOWSKA is not able to swing that good with her own forehand. Again, this step after the service in order to turn around, using directly the third ball attack.
Topspin from Feng Tianwei just caught the top of the net. You almost sense, Richard, that GRZYBOWSKA, she's had a great tournament so far, and maybe she's just dwelling on the fact that she's happy with that, and somehow the body language here from the word go has been, I'm happy with what I've done, and she's not really got herself, I don't think, mentally up for this one yet.
The first two games seem to me like this. I mean, she's fighting, she's trying to encourage herself, but like the first two games feels like, oof, now I'm playing Feng Tianwei. I already beat Patricia Zoya, which is like a big success for me. But maybe she's proving, she will prove us wrong at the end. But to be honest, I doubt it's too superior as at this moment the way Feng Tianwei is playing. Really like total control. Very much focused there. Very fast on the legs also after her own first service.
You almost feel backhand to backhand. On the backhand side, GRZYBOWSKA's almost as strong as Feng Tianwei, but not quite as strong on the forehand side.
Exactly, and what is also missing if you just compare these two inside the game, now Feng Tianwei started to come always directly after her forehand to go for this third ball attack. You see there we have the rally. There GRZYBOWSKA can build up on points, but still it was the better ending for Feng Tianwei. But what is extremely missing is these easy points that Feng Tianwei is always gaining directly after her service when she's getting through with her own very fast forehand topspin. First time we've seen that. First time. That's something she has to do more often in order to change the rhythm there. Very good. She can do it with forehand. A little bit short the movement to my point of view. If she really want to swing, she could extend the movement a little bit more. Also the position for the body, especially with the right leg when she's playing forehand, is not that perfect.
Certainly Feng Tianwei exploiting the middle of the table. tactically playing wide either side, but then going into the middle of the table. And GRZYBOWSKA not sure whether to play backhand to forehand. She's frequently gone for the backhand when arguably she could have gone for the forehand. She showed us there she can play strong forehand topspins. Indeed, from the backhand side of the table, let alone from the middle of the table.
And that at the end makes really the difference. This forehand topspin of Feng Tianwei, whenever it's coming through, doesn't matter with spin or with more speed, GRZYBOWSKA has no chance to control the game. Good counter topspin there, really early, nicely controlled. Little bit give this extra angle there. We can see in slow motion. You see, wide in deep forehand.
Good angle there from Feng Tianwei. Even though she's playing backhand to backhand, she's moving the ball around in that backhand half of the table. Middle, wide. Not really allowing GRZYBOWSKA to settle down. 8-4.
And she seemed to me very, very focused there. Very, very controlled. Really in good shape. And as number 4, of course, the goal has to be to reach the medal positions here at the World Championships and to challenge the team of China as much as she can.
She did, of course, win the bronze medal in London, the Olympic Games 2012.
5-9. 6-9.
3-point lead now for Singapore. GRZYBOWSKA with her second serve. Good spin there from the Polish player. Came up the back of the ball. No speed, but a lot of spin. You see there, that ball a lot higher, but it was fizzing with top spin.
Some points in a row. So usually if she's losing one more point, I'm sure the coach will go for the timeout. Nice, very good with backhand. And the timeout is coming.
Timeout. Feng.
Just it was a bit like the classical commentary curse whenever you start as a commentator to speak about she has total control, then the match is totally twisting and turning. So it's 9-8.
Certainly a pivotal moment in this match. GRZYBOWSKA, if she goes 3-0 down, she's not coming back against Feng Tianwei. If she can win this third game, then we've got a match on our hands.
It's the question whether Feng Tianwei should try to avoid this backhand and try to make GRZYBOWSKA move more to the middle and forehand. Because this first ball GRZYBOWSKA is playing has quite some spin also with the forehand. And if Feng Tianwei start to miss this ball, then GRZYBOWSKA will be a little bit more on her way up. And backhand, as we've just seen, GRZYBOWSKA is able to play. Not always, but she can at least play the same level as Feng Tianwei. She could give her a harder time. Let's see what service variation will be coming now. Maybe to try directly with forehand topspin attack after her service might be an option.
It's good forehand from Feng Tianwei, but again it was a very rapid exchange. GRZYBOWSKA giving herself a chance.
Yeah,
but now 2 game points.
Yeah, and she was doing much better now, catching up more and more. But again, the difference is this first forehand topspin from Feng Tianwei.
backhand again. GRZYBOWSKA comes out on top. 1 game point save, 1 remains.
Lost a little bit the line here. Feng Tianwei should just keep the tactic in the middle and in the forehand. And GRZYBOWSKA, on the other hand, she's just encouraged after this backhand rallies. She has won. Whoa, that was good one, and so emotionless, without any emotion. She's doing this really good counter spin. Good try from GRZYBOWSKA, down the line even. But that gave also Feng Tianwei the chance to come up with a very, very good forehand topspin off the bound. That makes the difference at the end.
And there we have confirmation of the situation in this women's singles round 3. Feng Tianwei of Singapore, the number 4 seed, leads by 3 games to 0. And we'll be back after a short break.
Myślę, że teraz jak będzie krótko odbierała, to trzeba ją odbić, nie? Ona już nie będzie tego chciała grać. Będzie obiegała.
Time, players, please.
Pani sędzia ciasto stoi, no to znowu tu zobacz.
Fourth game. GRZYBOWSKA to serve. Love all. One. Love.
First point of the 4th game to GRZYBOWSKA. Of course, now GRZYBOWSKA has to win 4 consecutive games to go through. She's up against the number 4 player in the world, so that's not going to be easy, but she's made a good start. She's taken the first 2 points, a very brave service there. Long, fast serve into Feng Tianwei's backhand. The surprise element winning the point, but it's now Singapore with 2 serves.
She did better though in the ending of game number 3. Now it's up 2-0, also with a long service, with a long reverse service. Maybe she has a chance, maybe not even totally to get back into the game, but maybe to take this game number 4 in order to get this experience longer to play against one of these top players like Feng Tianwei. I think this is also the goal GRZYBOWSKA has to go for now. Not only to think about winning or losing.
3, 2.
Finding the rhythm there. As we mentioned before, she's very, very good with this backhand. She has to improve the forehand, but she's still promising. She can do something there. To my point of view, at this moment, the competition she's playing is much on a higher level than the 97th seed. Doing well so far.
3.
Again, a brave return of serve, the long, fast push down the line into the forehand of Feng Tianwei. She just overhit it slightly, but it's good to see her varying her returns.
And she's still keeping up the spirit. She's trying to get into the game. Again. Because the placement is trying to have the ball down the line or middle with a good backhand topspin, for sure it's a very, very good idea. But Feng Tianwei always has the better answer. Very nicely executed this forehand topspin. Good, bravo. This is one idea she had also in the beginning of game number 4. To go with a long service. That's quite often when the opponent starts to return too much with this backhand banana flick. Sometimes to go for half long and long service, and this giving you the chance to follow by your own service. And she's in another point. 6-4 lead now. She's doing very well after her own service. After these first 2 games, I was not sure in which direction we have been talking about, maybe a little bit satisfied inside. But game number 3 and also game number 4, GRZYBOWSKA is doing pretty well so far.
That's where Feng Tianwei has the advantage when she can get in with that forehand topspin.
And again with a long service. So we have seen quite some long service. Now same tactic as GRZYBOWSKA was using before against Feng Tianwei. Now Feng Tianwei is thinking I can do the same, just like long service and turning around, followed by a very good forehand topspin.
The return was a little bit high from GRZYBOWSKA, but she anticipated the Feng Tianwei topspin on the diagonal. She made an excellent counter topspin to win the point. And she's now got her 2 serves to come, so excellent play from the Polish player.
And she's done another point. 8-5, that's the lead. She's close to get this game number 4. Gonna tell you, this timeout maybe was very important at 9-8 in game number 3 from Feng Tianwei.
6, 8.
To secure the 3-0 lead, because GRZYBOWSKA is more and more into this match. She has arrived, hopefully not too late.
I made the comment in that after the first 2 games, I didn't really think she was into it. And as you say, she arrived after game number 2. Almost took game number 3, lost by the narrowest of margins, 11-9. And here she is, 9-6 in the lead in the 4th game. And that now gives her 4 game points. Well done, Katarina GRZYBOWSKA.
Very good game so far. Also good variations there. And she's done it.
7-6 game. GRZYBOWSKA. Feng is leading 3
And so
games to 1.
GRZYBOWSKA takes the 4th game, 11 points to 6. There's the winning backhand down the line. And it's now 3 games to 1 in favour of Singapore. Don't go far. We'll be back very soon.
Teraz w szachy, bo tam ta trenerka jest też ogarnięta. W szachy brudzi sobie, no też jest to podobne. I od razu ja bym, wiesz, że pierwszy bym nie przeszedł i od razu pyknął do backhandu do forehandu, albo 2 razy forehand, trochę szaleństwa się musi.
Time players, please.
Game number 5.
Feng to serve.
Tianwei of Singapore leads by 3 games to 1. She's 1 game away from a place in the next round.
Good idea. I mean, now meanwhile GRZYBOWSKA really found a little bit some tactique in that way that she has to have some different service variation, going for the long service, going for this long return also in deep forehand. Make Feng Tianwei move herself. Let's see if she can keep up after she has won game number 4.
It's a good backhand.
And again to the forehand side. So Feng Tianwei was ready to turn around to come directly after her service with the forehand from the backhand side. And this time GRZYBOWSKA saw that, moved her to forehand.
2, 1.
Heavy backspin on the service from GRZYBOWSKA, misread by Feng Tianwei. Lift the spin.
2, 2.
Very quick on her feet there. Feng Tianwei got round the backhand, created the space between.
But you see the body language of GRZYBOWSKA. It's really like we've been mentioning that before. After game number 1 and 2, you have been thinking maybe she was satisfied with the overall performance. But she's now really into it. She's showing herself, come on, believe yourself. You have some chance. Also against Feng Tianwei, it will be difficult.
You almost think that word belief is crucial. First few games, it looked as though she didn't believe she was in the contest. I guess as she got into game number 3, she realised certainly backhand to backhand, she's equal to Feng Tianwei. And if she can stop Feng Tianwei getting in with a strong forehand topspins, she's in with a chance. But of course, to give Feng Tianwei a 2-0 start.
Yeah.
And there we saw the forehand topspin from Feng. That's been the problem for GRZYBOWSKA, the forehand topspin of Feng Tianwei.
And actually also her own forehand topspin, especially the counter topspin, is not that safe. And she's still proved me wrong again. Very, very good. Twice she has done this counter topspin, but still Feng Tianwei kept her body tension there, so she could return even 2 times the counter topspin of GRZYBOWSKA. Really in good shape, Feng Tianwei altogether.
And the timeout has been called by the Polish coach. I guess he senses 3-1, 5-2 down. This game drifting away. She's played okay, I feel, at the start.
Yeah.
It's just been some really good rallies, and she just got on the wrong end of a good rally.
Definitely, yeah. And really, Feng Tianwei was coming back to the concentration, moving a little bit better than in game at the end of the game number 3 and 4. But GRZYBOWSKA did really well. As I say, I think she has to improve still the counter spin. She has to improve a little bit the positioning from the middle when she uses her forehand. But she's done a very, very fine performance so far. And maybe she has a chance to find back into this game. Let's see if timeout works in favor of GRZYBOWSKA.
Certainly the momentum was with Feng Tianwei.
2-5.
Will that remain the case? We're just about to find out. GRZYBOWSKA going for the backhand down the line. The tactics were good. She's trying to spray the ball around the table, keep Feng Tianwei guessing where the ball's going. She just overhit the backhand. It is harder to go down the line. It's a slightly shorter target than the diagonal.
First topspin down the line again. That's a crucial point, especially when you play when two players of this level with backhand meet each other. Both will try to move your opponent to the forehand, to the placement down the line in order to avoid this backhand rallies.
Again, the forehand topspin from Feng Tianwei. She used the feet well. She played the topspin deep into the backhand of GRZYBOWSKA. 8-2.
Timeout didn't work out too well, but Feng Tianwei is really overall in total control now. After game number 3 and 4 have been a bit weaker there from Feng Tianwei's point of view. And GRZYBOWSKA did some very, very good points. But now 9-2, everything looks in favor of Feng Tianwei. Oh, another good swing there. Once with forehand, good controlled and followed by a strong backhand counter attack from GRZYBOWSKA. Very, very good. After game number 1 and 2, she really found this next gear, giving Feng Tianwei from time to time really some good questions there. I doubted whether GRZYBOWSKA can come back one more time, even though she's gaining another point. But altogether, she did a good job, good performance.
Again, getting a familiar phrase. It's the forehand topspin from Feng Tianwei. Good footwork, into position, strong topspin into the backhand of the Polish player. And now 6 match points for Singapore. And there it is, first time of asking, the forehand topspin from Feng Tianwei into the body of GRZYBOWSKA. And it's Feng Tianwei who is through to next round of the women's singles. It's a good backhand out wide, but look at the footwork and the placement into the body. And the ball there flying off the top edge of the racket. And confirmation on screen of this women's singles third round match. A 4-1 victory for Feng Tianwei, and we look forward to seeing her in action a little later. Don't go far, because we'll be back shortly with more action.